Muslims, they are terrorists, they are hijackers, they are kidnappers, and they don't believe in God. In fact, they're worshiping a black box in the desert, and they kiss the ground 5 times a day. My name is Yusuf Estes, and originally I'm from Texas. I live now in the Washington, D.C. area, and I came to Islam about 20 years ago because of something very special.
Yusuf Estes lahir dari keluarga Kristen yang taat di Midwest, Amerika Serikat. Ia dibaptis pada usia 12 tahun di Pasadena, Texas. Keluarganya secara turun-menurun membangun gereja dan sekolah di Amerika Serikat. Semasa kecil, ia selalu menghadiri gereja secara teratur. Estes juga mempelajari agama lain seperti Hindu, Yahudi, dan Buddha. Namun, ia mengaku tak begitu tertarik pada Islam. Selain mendalami agama Kristen, ia juga menjadi pengajar keyboard pada tahun 1960 dan memiliki studio sendiri. Bersama ayahnya, ia membuat program hiburan dan atraksi. Ia juga membuat toko piano sepanjang jalan dari Texas, Oklahoma, dan Florida. Dari bisnis itu, Estes memperoleh pendapatan hingga jutaan dolar Amerika Serikat. Tapi ada satu hal yang membuat Estes merasa aneh, yaitu tentang adanya Trinitas dalam Injil. Ia pernah mempertanyakan masalah ini kepada para pendeta, namun tidak ada jawaban yang logis. Sebaliknya, terlalu banyak analogi dan pendapat yang aneh.
I used to call people to Christianity. Everywhere I went, I would be carrying my Bible with me. I would have my salib or cross. And I even had a hat that said Jesus, Isa. Jesus is Lord. Do you know, I didn't realize then how funny I must have looked. I didn't realize it. But in those days, I was very passionate about communicating the message that I felt people needed to know. A message about love, a message about peace, and a message about being a good person.
Suatu hari, bisnis Estes mulai merambah ke luar negeri. Negara pertama yang ia kunjungi adalah Mesir. Di sana, ia bertemu dengan seorang pria Muslim yang akan jadi rekan bisnisnya. Awalnya, ia tak ingin berbisnis dengan orang Muslim, tapi yang membuat dia berubah pikiran adalah tentang rencananya untuk mengkristenkan setiap Muslim. Namun, kehadiran pria inilah yang malah membuat Estes berubah pandangannya tentang Islam.
I used to have a very bad picture about Islam and Muslims. In fact, I was so afraid to even meet a Muslim that when my father told me we'd be doing business with a Muslim, I said, no way. No, these guys, Muslims, they are terrorists, they are hijackers, they are kidnappers, and they don't believe in God. In fact, they're worshiping a black box in the desert, and they kiss the ground 5 times a day. That was the way I understood Islam. First met this Egyptian gentleman, I was surprised because I was expecting to see some man wearing a long dress and a black robe over it and a big turban or imama on his head, and he has one eyebrow goes all the way across like this, maybe carrying a sword, a Sayyid Hussam like this. But then, when I met this man, I was so surprised. He was wearing normal clothes, and he looked as normal as anybody. When I think about Isa alayhi salam, what was his character like? How did he act? How did he treat people? How? And I said to myself, this man, this Muslim, is acting more like Jesus than the Christians. He never drinks alcohol. He never smokes cigarettes. He never lies. He never cheats. He doesn't chase the women, if you know what I mean. No. In fact, when ladies come close, he puts his eyes down. I said, if Jesus was here, this is what he would do.
Lewat perbincangan dan melihat perilaku pria Muslim ini, dalam hatinya sangat kaget dan terpukul kok ternyata seorang muslim percaya pada Injil. Terlebih lagi kebiasaan pria muslim ini sama dengan sifat Yesus menurut Injil. Dirinya baru tahu kalau keimanan muslim terhadap Yesus itu hanya sebatas utusan Allah Subhanahu wa taala dan akan diturunkan ketika akhir zaman nanti.
So how could a Muslim believe in Jesus? And he said, yes, we call him Isa. I said, okay, that's all right. It's similar to Jewish, Yeshua, Isa, Yeshua. Okay. He said, and do you know what? We know he's a miracle birth. Oh, the Immaculate Conception, mu'jiza from Allah. So, okay. And we know that he did miracles. Even when he was born, he could speak. Isa alayhi salam, he could speak when he was born, and he told the people he was a prophet and he had a mission. I was like, really? I don't know that. And he did miracles. People that had skin disease, they were cured. People who couldn't walk, lame, they were cured. People that were blind, and they were cured. Even a dead man was brought back to life. Story is in the Bible, Lazarus. But you're telling me a Muslim believes this? Huh? I said, yeah. I said, okay, well, what do you believe about Jesus? We say he's the Son of God. What do you say? He said, we say he's the Son of Mary. Oh yeah, that makes sense. He is the Son of Mary. He said, this way we don't have to try to resolve the issue of Son of God.
Pria muslim ini membuktikan bahwa Al-Quran tak sama seperti Injil. Al-Quran tak berubah sejak pertama kali diturunkan. Sedangkan Injil yang merupakan kitab suci Estes pada masa itu sudah mengalami banyak perubahan.
While I was trying to convert him, he asked us about the Bible. And so I said, yes, I have a Catholic priest who will come to my house. I was a Protestant. This is two different religions. And my father would be there with his Bible. So I have my Bible. My father has a different Bible. The Catholic has another Bible. And we'll sit there and try to talk to him about all this. But then we began saying, which Bible, you know, between us. All the time, the Muslim, he's sitting there, quiet. So we ask him, well, how many versions, you know, of that Quran do you have? He said, one. Just one. And it's still in Arabic. The way it came, it's perfect. Nothing's missing. No words are missing. No pages are missing. Not even a dot is missing. So then we had another idea. Let's talk to him about God. But when we started to talk about God, he said, can you explain Trinity? Well, we try to explain how three could be one. We get many examples, but none of them really hold up very good. Do you know that when we ask him, what do you guys say about God? He said, well, it's pretty simple. And he said what Allah said in the Quran, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. And do you know, his argument was so strong, we just sat there like this. No expression. Imagine what a beautiful meaning this has when somebody knows. When they really know Allah, He is Ahad, unique, one, no partners. And He takes care of everything. And He has no father, He has no sons, He has no relatives, no daughters, no cousins, no uncles. And He is not like anything. He is Ahad, unique, amazing.
Pada puncak percakapan mereka, pria muslim ini menantang Estes untuk memberikan bukti tentang kebenaran agama Kristen, terutama adanya Trinitas. Dan disitulah Estes sendiri bahkan tidak yakin pada agama yang ia anut itu.
Well, we know in Islam that dalil is something very important. If somebody tells you anything, ana dalil ya akhi, right? But never in Christianity anybody said this to me. What is your proof? Proof? I even said to him, proof? Religion is not about proof. It's about faith. All about faith, no proof. He said, in Islam, we have both. We have faith, but we have proof. Because I never thought about proof for anything. Just, you hear somebody say it, you believe it. If they said, in the Bible, it says so-and-so. You look and read, you never find it. Where does it say it? He said it, okay, I believe it.
Hingga pada suatu hari, ketika kegalauan mulai datang padanya, ia mendengar berita bahwa adanya seorang imam Katolik yang berpindah memeluk Islam. Sekaligus disusul pernyataan istrinya yang juga mulai tertarik pada Islam. Estes pun semakin tak tenang dan memantapkan hati untuk bersyahadat.
I realized he was right. I didn't have any proof. I was just talking. But then, one night when I was really thinking about Islam so much, I found that the Catholic priest accepted Islam. The Catholic priest became Muslim. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu Muhammad Rasulullah. I couldn't believe it. I started to tell my wife. Then I found that she also is interested to be a Muslim. I'm shocked. So I wanted to talk to him again, one more time. So we were walking around in the night outside our house. I asked him about something about my business, my family, the people I know, congregation I used to go with, the Bible, the Quran. Many questions, because I didn't know what to do. I wanted him to tell me, why don't you be a Muslim? I wanted him to say that. Why don't you be a Muslim? But look at the hikmah. Look at the wisdom. He said, this is not about you and me. This is not about you and your wife, or you and your father, or you and the congregation of your people. This is about you and him. So you need to talk to him. Now look at this man. He's crying, oh Allah, guide them. But he doesn't say, I want you to be guided by me. No. He let Allah do what Allah does. And he cried for us. He went and prayed. And while he was praying, I went and put my head on the ground. And I said, God, if you're there, guide me. And when I raised up my head, I knew there really is God. He's one. La sharika lah. He has no partners. And I knew Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his final messenger. And I have to follow.
Estes begitu cepat beradaptasi dengan status barunya. Sejak saat itu, menjalankan bisnis sekaligus menyebarkan syiar Islam adalah kegiatan yang rutin ia lakukan. Estes membangun sekolah-sekolah guna mendidik para muslim mendalami Al-Quran. Hingga kini, Estes dikenal sebagai ulama internasional. Ia sering melakukan dakwah ke berbagai negara di seluruh dunia.